Hi, I'm Brian Ades with Primetime, and I'm here today with Alan Long, the Executive Vice President for Sotheby's International Realty. Alan, how's the real estate market in Los Angeles?
It's really good, Brian. A lot depends on what segment of the market you're talking about, but overall it's very robust.
There are a lot of baby boomers who bought their homes in the 70s, and they're sitting on a ton of equity today. What are some of the recommendations that we should be making or thinking about for baby boomers who have purchased their home in the 70s and they have an enormous amount of equity in their home?
Well, I think it's good for them to sit down with somebody who can help them plan out their estate to determine is their best course of action to leave that equity sitting in the house, or is it better for them to tap into it and maybe reinvest some of that equity.
It's interesting you say reassign some of the equity. Purchasing an income property could be a good way to create passive income.
Possibly an excellent way, correct?
Have you seen the purchase of income property both being condos and single families and units? There's so much different types of property, and there's such a renter's town that it seems like there's a lot of potential in the marketplace for that opportunity.
Correct. A lot would depend on their comfort level. Do they want to be a landlord? Do they want to get an outside management firm? Is it something that they would like to do to fill some of their time? And perhaps they buy just a condominium and then just deal with one tenant. And with the condominium, you have the homeowners association who can do a lot of the work for them. So again, a lot's going to depend on their comfort level and how much they want to actively be involved with managing their own real estate portfolio.
Are you seeing any patterns for out-of-state buyers in the overall business in terms of what products they're looking for? Are they buying newer homes? Are they buying full-service buildings? Are they second homes for people?
You know, it really depends on their individual needs. Certainly in full-service buildings, if they're not going to be here full-time, that greatly helps being a second home. They're attracted to the water, they're attracted to views, they're attracted to country clubs. So there's a lot of different elements of why they're coming to California.
And what do you think some of the best kept secrets for full-service buildings in Los Angeles are?
I think any of the full-service buildings that are attached to a big-name hotel are great investments. Not only does it give the resident full service, but I think the appreciation is going to be there because as years go on, we're going to demand a consistent quality level of service.
So you're buying the future.
Correct.
Interesting. There are a lot of parents and the baby boomers, a pretty decent section of it when talking to real estate is relatively affluent, and they're trying to distribute their wealth by buying homes for their children. Is there any advice that you can give parents?
Well, I've always advised my clients through the years that when they're buying a second home like that, buy it that it's within a 2-hour drive from your primary residence. It'll give you a certain form of comfort if you want to drive by the property. It'll allow you to be close to your loved ones if they're going to ultimately end up occupying it. But more importantly is if you do rent it out, you'll be able to manage it yourself at that point. If it can't drive to it within 2 hours, I usually say it's a geographically undesirable purchase. But I just want to say thank you very much for this afternoon and this interview, and it's been my pleasure.
No, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Anytime.